Hello everyone, another video from VDJ79 Landcruiser. This is a newer ute that I've got. This is a 2015 79 series. I've got about 60,000 or 65,000 k's on the clock, so this is different to my other one. It's a new one. I haven't been putting any photos of the build. I just completed it. After completing the build, obviously I've just come across a little issue, which is the water pump, or I thought it was a little issue. I've realized that changing the water pump on this thing is an absolute disaster, or it's a really big job. I've never done one before, so obviously I've tried to look for YouTube videos, and I haven't been able to find one. So I thought, you know what, I'll try making a video while I'm working, so if anybody wants to do the job themselves, they can sort of see what needs to happen. As you can see, so right now, for me to take off the water pump, I started this job last night. So the air filter cover on top, first thing that needs to come off. The piping that goes from here to there, which is the airflow sensor and stuff like that, you have to unplug it, unscrew it, take it off. Basically the fan shroud has to come out, and the radiator has to come out as well. Now, in order for me to do that, I would normally, from what I've seen, is I would have to take the fan off, or the fan clutch off, but I don't want to take that off. So what I'm doing instead is I'm taking off the radiator. So the way to take off the radiator without causing too much issues is basically unscrewing the bolts on the radiator, which is a bolt on top here and then a bolt on the other side on top there. You might also have a bolt here as well, but before doing this job, obviously, like I said, you got to take off the air filter cover as well as the airflow sensor as well. And when you do that, this just slides up basically. So it's just sitting in there. So you basically just pull it up, and then it sort of separates from itself. That gives you enough space to take the bolts of the radiator. So there's got 4 bolts on the radiator, 2 on the top there on each side. So 1 here, 1 at the bottom there, and then the same thing on the other side. That, and then taking off the radiator hose from the top here, and then also at the bottom as well. Now don't forget to also drain the radiator out altogether before you start this job as well. I would obviously throw away the radiator water and get a new one, even though mine is actually quite new because I just changed it recently. But yeah, I'm going to put a new batch in there regardless. This radiator will then lift up, and then the fan shroud will move back away from the fan, and then that should come out as well. This particular piping here, it's got a bolt here, it's got a bolt at the bottom halfway, and then it's clamped up roughly around about midsection, so you'll be able to take the clamp off and then take this piping out from the top as well. Obviously doing some of the clips, that should give me access to the water pump. I don't have a stand for the camera, so I won't be able to show you step by step of exactly what I'm doing, but I'll put another video up in the next stage when I've gone through to the next phase of what I'm doing. And then I'll go from there. I'll let you know roughly how long it takes me to do the job as well, especially when I've never done a water pump or a water pump on this car ever before as well. So this is a 2015 model Toyota Land Cruiser. I bought it from someone, the engine bay had never been washed. I don't know if it had a hard life or whatever it might have been. It seemed like it was in the bush, but yeah, it's done about 65,000 Ks, which are genuine Ks. So yeah, I'm gonna, just one of those things where, you know, when I started looking for the part for the water pump, there were many of them available, so I presumed that the water pump might be something that does go on these things or starts leaking. Yeah, so there were many online parts available everywhere, so I'm going to attempt the job myself, and I'll go into more detail in the next video. Thanks, guys.